What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, and 2020 is just around the corner. 2019 is coming to an end, and I hope that you all had a very merry holiday season, regardless of what it is that you celebrate. I hope it was good to you, and I hope that you're going into this next year with high spirits. Well, not just this next year, this new decade, as a matter of fact. And I know that I am. I'm pretty darn excited for what's to come in the coming year. And as far as this channel is concerned, I have quite a few things to talk about in this video, this glorified update video. Because no, I am not going to be making a 2019 in review video. Once again, just like last year, I didn't really get absorbed in any of the new releases that came out this year. There just wasn't a whole lot that interested me, although 2020 is looking to be a lot better. But I digress. Let's talk about the current Let's Plays, because I'm enjoying all of them. Well, okay, I'm enjoying most of them. We'll talk about the odd one out here in a minute. You can probably already guess what that is, considering I haven't uploaded it in a while. But Spyro 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Pokemon Emerald, Fallout 4, I'm having a blast with every single one of those. They're just such fun games to play on a regular basis, although I haven't been able to record them very regularly due to the holidays, which is why the upload schedule has been a little bit iffy here and there. But right after the holidays are over, after New Year's is done, I should be able to catch up very, very quickly, and we'll be back to consistent and regular uploads for the foreseeable future. Now, as for that odd one out, Destiny 2, that I have not uploaded in a couple of months, that one is going to be on hiatus for a little bit longer than I would like it to be because of, well, actually several reasons. The first of those was the fact that back in November, and this is kind of why the upload schedule was off for a while, I got really sick. Sick enough that I wasn't able to record anything for the entire month of November. Luckily, I was far enough ahead on every other Let's Play that it didn't really affect those, but that put Destiny 2 on the back burner for a while. On top of that, however, is the fact that Bungie has made a lot of changes to that game that have made the upload schedule that I had been planning on pretty much impossible. So I have to figure out a new upload schedule from where we're at in the Let's Play and how I'm going to handle each and every piece of that upcoming content, because actually, as it stands, there isn't a whole lot left to talk about, thanks to those changes that were made. So I got to figure that out, and also the fact that I was going to cover a lot of the lore in the game. Essentially, my plan was to, at least initially, was to just record each of the lore books as an audiobook and just put relevant gameplay over it for, well, it to be a video. And then I actually started recording those lore books, and I realized I was in way over my head, because there is a lot more content in these lore books than I could have ever anticipated, and therefore I just can't make singular videos about this. And I also don't want them to drag on forever, because oh my gosh, there is so much. It's ridiculous. So, just to give you an idea, one of the shortest lore books in the entire game is a lore book about Cayde 6, who is one of the most prominent characters in Destiny, and spoiler alert, he was kind of the focal point of the Forsaken DLC, considering he died. And yeah, like I said, it is one of the shortest lore books because it is told from his perspective. It is done from a first-person view, and he doesn't really like to tell a whole lot about the situation. That's just kind of the way that that character is, so he leaves things pretty sparse in the detail department. Just this lore video alone, even after I had cut it down to size, took out all of the pauses and all of the unnecessary fluff that had happened in the video, and basically made the entire thing seem together very smoothly, it still came out as a 45-minute episode. Some of the longer lore books came out to almost an hour and a half, sometimes even close to 2 hours. And on an upload schedule that results in me putting out these videos every other day, that's just not possible. I was fully expecting these to be about 10 to 20 minute videos. They're not. They're ridiculously packed, and I had no idea that there was this much content or that they take this long to read through in an audiobook style format. Now, I don't know how I'm going to save face on this other than just cutting the idea out entirely, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I might just go over and discuss them in brief detail, or I might just do like a stream format where I go over every single one of them, and that's going to take several hours to do, but hey, it's still really good stuff, so I kind of want to. But as of right now, I'm just going to completely cut those videos out of the Let's Play entirely, and we're going to move on from there once again after I've figured out how I want to do everything else going forward. Again, I can't stress enough that this is not because the content isn't good. It's really, really darn good and interesting stuff. It's just impossible for me to do alongside this Let's Play that I'm uploading every other day. Even if I was uploading it less frequently than that, I don't think I can manage it, because now I fully understand why a lot of Destiny lore YouTubers only do lore as a full-time job. It takes a long time to go over all of these topics and subjects and just read through all this crap and parse the information from it. And so yeah, that's essentially what's going on with the Destiny Let's Play. Now, I said before that I'm not doing an end of 2019 video. However, I do have planned an end of the 2010s decade video, and it's probably just going to end up being like a top 10 style video. I haven't done one of those in a very long time, so probably going to end up doing one of those. And yes, it's going to be a personal picks. I'm not going to try to go out here and make some objective top 10 of the decade, especially because there's a lot of very popular games from the 2010s that just didn't click with me. I mean, I'm not going to try to talk about games that just weren't my cup of tea all that much when there are much more better and qualified people to do so. And plus, so many other people are making those sorts of videos. If you really want to know their opinions on Undertale and why that's one of the best games of the 2010s, then go watch that video, because I'm not going to talk about Undertale because it wasn't one of my top 10 favorite games of the 2010s. I know, shocking. But obviously, you're not going to get this video before the new year. You're going to probably get it a couple of weeks into 2020. I'm going to really start buckling down and working on it this coming weekend, and hopefully have it ready by around the 10th or 11th of January. So if this video does for sure happen, look for it around then. I'll probably say something about it on Twitter as well when I've got it actually all done and good to go. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. Now, the only other thing that I want to talk about in this video is something kind of unrelated to the new year reigning in. This is actually something I've wanted to talk about for a while, and I wasn't really sure how to fit it in another update video, because I didn't want to make an update video just about this. I feel like it's a little bit silly to make this video when it's about something that's so far down the road, but it is still something I want to talk about, because it is worth mentioning that I am not going to continue to run this channel forever. I'm not going to Let's Play until I'm old and gray. In fact, I'm pretty sure something's going to happen to YouTube long before that that's going to prevent all of that from happening. But even still, I don't intend to run this channel for another 10 or even 20 years. I'm not going to continue this channel into my late 30s or my 40s or any nonsense like that. It's just not going to happen. However, I have said many times in the past that I plan to continue this channel for as long as I had things to talk about and gush over. And that is true. But I am also starting to feel like I'm actually reaching my limit in that regard. In fact, I can pretty definitively say that I have an end in sight. Now, you might be wondering, well, where is that end? I can't tell you 100% for sure, but just to give you an idea, right now I have a list that I keep privately compiled of all the games that I want to for sure cover before I am done with this channel. And on that list is, well, there's a list of games to LP that I've already played. There's a few that I still need to actually beat and refresh myself on before I Let's Play. There's a couple of games that are actually coming up that I want to consider. And then there's obviously also the games that I'm currently Let's Playing that I need to finish, or that I paused in the past that I intend to finish in the future, like Skyrim. Now, I have this list pulled up right now, and I can tell you definitively, obviously this is always subject to change in the future, but definitively, at this very moment, the number of games I have yet to Let's Play that I have beaten and I'm confident I could start up right now is 13. The number of games that I need to refresh and or beat before I jump into those is 5. The number of games that I am thinking about covering when they do eventually release is also 5. And the number of games that I am currently Let's Playing or have put on pause and intend to finish is 6. So including the games that I am currently Let's Playing right now, there are 28 games that I have yet to finish on this channel before I can consider myself satisfied. But wait, there's more! There's also another handful, I'm not going to say how many this is, but another handful of games that I have actually Let's Played in the past that I would like to give the once-over again in the future. Mostly just because I either wasn't satisfied with those, or just because I love the game so much that I just want to talk about it one more time. Now, that's a lot of Let's Plays. That's a potential of at least 30 more Let's Plays that I will end up doing before I call it quits on this channel. And that can take anywhere between 3 to like 7 or 8 years, depending on how things go down. I don't know if my upload schedule will change in the future, whether it's faster, whether it's slower, whether any more hiccups happen along the way. And let's be honest, they always do, because this is just a side project for me. This is just a hobby. I don't treat this as a full-time job. I have a lot higher priorities in my life, and I just kind of do this for fun. So you can almost count on something going wrong for some extended period of time once every couple of years, and that could extend this whole process even further. The point of all of this is that there is a finite amount of Let's Plays that I intend to do before I'm done. A finite amount. And like I said, the end is in sight. My intention with this channel from the very beginning was never to make a career out of this. It was never to be anything more than just an outlet for me to express my admiration for a lot of video games that I love. And it still continues to be that way to this day. And it will continue to be that way until I quit. But once I am done with all of the games that I intend to gush over, there's not going to really be anything else for me to talk about, is there? I'm going to be kind of done here unless something drastically changes. If somehow, like major hypothetical, if somehow, some way, for some reason, this did end up becoming something that I was dependent on for one reason or another, then probably things would actually change in the very end. But it's not that way, and it's probably never going to be that way. In fact, I can guarantee you it's never going to be that way because the way that I do things here is not algorithm friendly. YouTube doesn't like people like me, and it never will like people like me. My type of YouTuber is of dying almost completely dead breed. And again, I'm okay with that. That's not really what my purpose was here to begin with, and it never will be. So essentially what I am saying with all of this, as we head into the next decade, into the 2020s, that at some point during this decade, this channel is going to come to an end. We will not be making it into 2030 if I have anything to say about it. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.